Holy hell. Kanye just made things much worse for himself. Just when we thought he couldn't get crazier, he couldn't be more self-destructive. He ups the ante. Kanye West, appearing on Infowars with Alex Jones, says, and I quote, "I like Hitler." Also says, every human being has redeeming qualities. Every human being has brought something valuable to the table, especially Hitler. Whoa. So I'll show you 2 quick clips of what happened, and after that I'll share with you, I am almost certain there's only one of 3 possibilities going on with Kanye. And part of me wishes I didn't care, and part of me truly doesn't. But the reason why I care about something I wish I didn't care about, the Kanye West situation, is I think this shows why it's important to have what's called free speech and public discourse. And if people have demented, hateful ideas, in my opinion, this shows why it's way better to allow them to talk rather than silence them through censorship. Why? Because it means we get to know who they are and know what they stand for. To me, that's way more empowering. And someone, I think, could erroneously say, hey, letting Kanye West get on and express these really crappy views, this encourages hate. I don't think it does. I think it does the opposite. I think you have to be a moron to listen to this guy talk and be like, but, he's got a good idea. He just changed my mind. I too will be a hateful person. No. I think what this does is discourage hate, because you get to see a person acting like a hateful moron, which is a great learning opportunity. Like, oh, I don't like that. I'm going to be more the opposite. So if there was silver lining in this situation of a dude self-destructing, I think it really validates why free speech is important, and not just free speech that you agree with, but speech that people are expressing that make them look like an absolute hateful moron, because it teaches us a better way. That's the beauty of public discourse. Someone can share a better opinion. And oftentimes you don't even have to have someone share a better opinion than the hateful moron. You get to just see the hateful moron's opinion. They look like an idiot. And via polarization, you naturally polarize to a better opinion just by seeing a crappy one modeled. Now, let's go to the clip of Kanye West on Infowars with Alex Jones. By the way, Kanye, you may have seen already, he's wearing some kind of black mesh mask. He looks like he's either like super afraid of the virus or he's joined Antifa. Wouldn't surprise me if both are true. Let's take a look.
That's right. You're not Hitler. You're not a Nazi. You don't deserve to be called that and demonized.
Well, I see good things about Hitler also.
Yikes! Something you probably never want to say. Ideally, you never see that. Go on, Mr. Kanye Antifa looking dude.
I love everyone, and Jewish people are not going to tell me you can love.
Which, by the way, this B-roll that Infowars is showing is from the movie with Edward Norton. Man, I forget the name of it, but it's Edward Norton's playing a white supremacist and goes on a journey of finding himself and leaving his white supremacist ways.
Us. And you can love what we're doing to you with the contracts. And you can love what we're pushing with the pornography. But this guy that invented highways, invented the very microphone that I use as a musician.
I think he's suggesting Hitler invented highways and microphones, and I'm pretty sure that's not true.
You can't say out loud that this person ever did anything good, and I'm done with that. I'm done with the classifications. Every human being has something of value that they brought to the table, especially Hitler.
Yikes, especially, really? Is there a human being on Earth that actually agrees with this? Does Kanye even agree with what he's saying? We'll get to those possibilities after these clips.
How about that one? Ari Emanuel, how you like that one? Hey, Ron, you gonna do anything to fix Chicago? They want to separate and confuse the Christians and make us afraid to stand next to each other. A Christian can stand next to anyone. We can go visit R. Kelly in prison. We can go talk to Harvey.
Christians are probably like, Kanye, shut the F up, bro. You don't represent us.
Weinstein.
That's what Jesus did.
Yes, because Jesus can save everyone. But if the Zionists can get us so afraid that they're going to do what they've been doing to me, attempting to put me in jail, freeze my accounts, smearing me on the media, all of these things, you put on the whole armor of God and they will not be able to break your spirit.
That's right.
Next clip, it's super short, and the context of this clip, Alex Jones is trying to throw to commercial break for Infowars, and you'll hear Kanye just chime at the last second what he wants to say.
Schwarzenegger said he loved Hitler. They gave him an award. I'm just saying, I don't like Nazis, and I don't like what some of the mafias are doing either.
I like Hitler.
So, just at the end, they're going to commercial. I like Hitler. I don't know. To me, that makes him look extra crazy. It makes him look like he's just here intentionally to say outrageous things. Like, if you've ever been on TV, the host is thrown to commercial, Kanye's been on TV. The least appropriate time to say anything is after the host is just thrown to commercial. So for me, that's really evidence that he's here just to insert these ludicrous statements. But the question would be why? So here in my laboratory, I've come to 3 possibilities of what Kanye is doing, because I don't really remember a time seeing a major celebrity be so deliberately and persistently crazy in a self-destructive way. So here's 3 possibilities. What's going on with Kanye? Which do you think it is? Possibility number 1, Kanye thinks he knows what he's doing. He has a plan with all this, yet lacks the self-awareness to realize his plan isn't working. It's whatever he's trying to accomplish for his greater good is not working. So it's possible someone would be so unself-aware that they have the worst plan, they think it's the best plan, they implement the worst plan, think it's the best plan, it's working atrociously, but the lack of self-awareness is like, yeah, I think this is really working. That's possibility number 1. Possibility number 2 is he has a plan and it's somehow working in some 4D chess kind of way. How would this plan possibly be working? That would depend on the intention of his plan. I don't know, but I could imagine there is a world where he actually knows what he's doing and he's succeeding. The question would be, well, what is he doing that for? Don't know that. Well, that's possibly number 2. Possibility number 3. He is a mentally ill person expressing mental illness, which creates self-destruction. My best thought is what's really going on is a combination of number 1 and number 3, where he thinks he knows what he's doing, but lacks the self-awareness to realize it's just self-destruction, combined with a mentally ill person, by his own admission, acting out mental illness, leading to self-destruction, which I could imagine mental illness could also create scenario number 1, where you think you know what you're doing, but you don't. So that's the deal as I see it. I will add to that, you might hear Wally barking in the background. It's great. It's hypnotic. I will add to that one of the human needs that we all have is a need for significance. We all need to feel significant in one way or another. And the question is, do you get your needs met for significance in a destructive or constructive way? A need for significance by helping other people, contributing to a business, raising kids, being the best mother, father. Probably a very constructive way to get your needs met for significance. The prime destructive way of getting your need met for significance is basically acting out destructive behavior to get attention. Now, on the need for significance, Kanye, he's been super famous for a lot of his life. So there would be a pretty good educated guess that he's got a major need for significance. And the primary way he gets that need met is through the attention of other people. Now, how are you going to get that attention of other people? Doing this hateful stuff that he's doing, he's got the attention of other people. So it could just be this egotistical, I need to feel significant. That's like the subconscious mindset that's going. And I don't care how I get the attention that makes me feel significant, but I'm going to get it. and he's found a way to get a lot of attention. And then I heard Andrew Schultz, the comedian, comment on this, and he raised a very good point. Kanye has been proven pretty much to be a genius at producing music. And right now he's trying to produce rhetoric in the public discourse. He's not a genius at that. I would even say he's significantly below average at it than the average person. When he talks, even I remember a year and a half ago when he was on, would have been 2 years ago, when he was on Joe Rogan, this 3-hour interview, and this was pre-complete nutso days. During the 3-hour interview, very rarely was I able to track exactly what Kanye was talking about. He would be tangential. It would seem like he knows exactly where he's going in his mind, but his words were zigzaggy. That's why I say he seems to be very much below average at communicating and producing thoughts and rhetoric in public discourse. Andrew Schultz's point was, this is what he's trying to produce now. He's not trying to produce music. He's trying to produce these thoughts and opinions in public discourse. Someone like Jordan Peterson is top of the food chain with this. He's very good at it. So if this is how he's trying to get his needs for significance by not producing music, but producing rhetoric in the public discourse, we could say, well, he's terrible at it. That's part of the self-destruction. Who knows? But here's the most hilarious part. Whether you love Alex Jones or hate Alex Jones, I think his stuff is quite interesting. I don't buy into everything. I don't buy into everything anybody says. But whether you love Alex Jones or not, you have to admit, sometimes he looks crazy. So here's the hilarious part. I've never seen Alex Jones have a guest that makes Alex Jones look completely straight-laced and normal. Just get maybe the craziest person on earth, Kanye, sit him next to Alex Jones, and Alex Jones just looks like this boring little choir boy. Quite refreshing. So with that said, let me know what you think of the Kanye situation, the latest here, his appearance on Infowars, where he is very pro-Hitler. Let me know what you think is going on inside this the mind of this dude. If you think he's got an agenda, or a plan, or if you think he's just acting out random craziness or anything else. With that said, my freedom-loving friend, thank you for watching. I really appreciate you, and I'll see you next time. But until then, stay free.